This is Bonnie again at the Ashtabula County Y. Today we're going to do stretch. We're going to do about 25 minutes of stretching. You don't need any product or any blocks or any straps. The only thing I did bring today was a beach towel, and I took it lengthwise and I kind of rolled it a little bit, but I just unrolled it. And you're going to set it right beside you. We're going to use that later, but that's there for use later. Right now, I want you to either grab a mat, clear the living room, use the carpet, doesn't matter. We're going to do some simple stretching, nothing too intense. Trying to pay attention to our knees and hips. I don't want you to hurt yourself, so I'm going to kind of be just really not targeting those areas. So come on, let's get going, okay? So let's start by standing up nice and tall, shoulders over hips. We're going to inhale, lift, and exhale, push the air out of you. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Yeah, let's slow down that heart rate one more time. Big deep breath in. Exhale, push. Nice. Standing up nice and tall. We're going to take those shoulders over the hips. Stand up nice and tall. We're going to pull the shoulders up. And then you're going to pinch the shoulder blades together behind you. Push it down. Very nice. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, push back and slide it down. Oh, that feels so good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push back, slide down. Very good. All right. So let's pay attention to our feet for a moment. They do so much for us. Let's take our toes and we're going to fan them, and then we're going to push them down on the floor. They're spread apart. There's space in between each toe. Yeah. Now I want you to shrug your toes together and pull it in. You might get a little bit of cramping. Lift up the toes. If your foot starts to cramp, go ahead and move it around a little bit. Push your toes down into the floor. Hold them apart. And then grab them and pull them tight. Nice. And then roll through your toes. Wiggle those out. Yeah, there you go. Very nice. All right. This time we're going to inhale, lift. And we're going to exhale and we're going to fold down. Hands may come to the shins, the feet, the floor, whatever works for you. I want you to drop the crown of the head. Keep one leg straight and bend the other knee. And you're going to feel this stretch on the straight side, up in the lower back, into the hip, dropping the crown of the head. Let it all fold forward. Go ahead and straighten the bent knee, and then bend the opposite one. Again, dropping that chest a little bit, that head. Yeah, feeling that stretch through this lower back, up in the hip. And then go ahead and straighten both legs. Chin is on that chest. Go ahead and roll it all the way up. One vertebrae at a time. Very nice. Standing up nice and tall, shoulders over the hips. Lower the ear towards the shoulder. And then on the opposite side, push that shoulder down towards the floor, opening up the neckline. Try to keep that breath even without laboring your breath. You don't want to have to inhale and exhale deeply. Let's go to the other side. Opening up, dropping that shoulder down towards the floor. You want to take your breath to where you feel the stretch. Take that head back up center. Very nice. Inhale, lift both arms up. And this time we're going to exhale, bend the knees a little bit. Take an arm over. You want it close to the head. You're reaching through the fingertips. Take the other hand up and gently grab that wrist and pull it away. Gently. Don't pull too hard. You're opening up down the opposite side. You're feeling this all down through the rib cage, the obliques. Very nice. Inhale, lift up center. Exhale, take the other side. Again, keeping that arm close to the head. Opposite hand comes up, grabs that wrist, reach through those fingertips. Very nice. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, arms come down. Nice, 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 nice. Standing up nice and tall here. We're going to take the hands to the thighs. Feet are just a little bit apart. We're going to bend the knees. Take that chest forward, pulling it down. And then tuck that chin to the chest. Roll it up. one vertebrae at a time. The shoulders come up, and then the head comes up. Very nice. Bend at the knees, chest comes forward. How deep you take this is up to you. Tuck that chin, roll it up. Oh yes, one of my favorite all-time stretches. One more time, bend those knees, chest comes forward, tuck the chin to the chest, roll it up, feet are flat on the floor. Awesome, very good, very good. We're gonna come, bring the feet in, hip distance apart. We're gonna pretend that our pelvic bowl is filled with water, kind of like a little fish bowl in there. We're gonna bend our knees. We're gonna take our hands lightly here. We're gonna take the hip to the side, to the front, to the back. There you go. Stopping at each, right, left, center. Yeah. Don't toss the water out. We're working the vertebrae. Opening it up. Yeah. Other way. You got it. Nice. Now let's just go side to side. This opens up your hips, your lower back. Feels good. Nice. And return it back to center. Bring it up. Very nice. All right. We're going to step one foot in front. We're going to take the other foot back. Both toes are going to be facing the same direction. That heel is down behind you, so we're going to shift our weight forward, putting length in the hamstring. Hands come to the front leg, shoulders over the hips. Hold it right there. You want to feel that stretch through the Achilles tendon or the calf. Maybe up into your hamstring. Hold it. Very nice. We're going to take the toes and the rear back out a little bit. We're going to pop up that front toe and take our hands to our back thigh, feeling this down through the inner thigh. The heel is where you're balancing your weight. If you want to put your toe down, you can. We're going to hold this right here. Very nice. Lift yourself up and step that foot forward. All right. Let's go to the other side. We're going to take that foot straight back. That heel is down behind you. Weight pushes slightly forward. Both hands are on that front thigh. Holding it here, feeling that stretch on the back leg. There you go. Turn the back toes out just a little bit. You're going to pull your weight back. This is the leg that's working, so both hands come to the back leg. Popping up the toes if you wish, or putting them down on the floor. That's entirely up to you. Stretching out the inner thigh on that front leg. Nice. Put that toe down and step forward. Very nice. Good job. Good job. Standing up nice and tall. We're going to take feet hip distance again. Hands are going to come to the waist. Soft knee. Don't want to lock those knees. Give that little pelvic tilt here. I always call it the ugly look. And then we're going to figure eight to the side and up and around and down and around. There you go. Keep going. Down. One more time. This is for the shoulder, back, core, loosening it all up. Nice. Bring those feet together. Good job. Take our hands out front. We're going to gently pull back the fingertips. Gently. Don't pull too hard, stretching out the palm, wrist. And then take the fingertips down. Stretching out the back of the wrist. Be kind to yourself. Don't pull hard. Very gently. Other hand, driving through the heel. Gentle on those fingertips. And then fingertips down. Gentle. Back of the wrist. And let go. Let's just roll those wrists. Now, if you have really bad arthritis, you don't want to do that stretch. Leave it out. Let's flick our fingers a little bit. Separating them, stretching them out. Nice. Very good, very good. All right, over those fingers. Standing up nice and tall. We're going to take one of our feet and cross it over the other. So both feet are flat on the floor. So you've got one leg crossed and the other. in front of the other. You're going to stand up nice and tall. Inhale, lift. And we're going to exhale, fold. Now, some of us might be able to go all the way down to the floor. Some of us might have to stop. You're going to feel this stretch through the lower back. You're going to feel the hips spread open, the lower back. Feet stay flat on the floor. Now, you have an option here. You can walk your hands up the legs, or you can put your chin on your chest and roll it up one vertebrae at a time, all the way to the top. Nice. So this is a gentle stretch class, so don't force any of these stretches. Cross the other leg in front, feet are flat on the floor. If it doesn't feel good, then don't do it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Only do what you can do. Feet flat on the floor. Again, hands can stay up here, or you can take them all the way down. Very slowly roll yourself up or walk your hands up your legs. All the way to the top. Nice. Very nice. So that towel I had you get, we're going to use it now. Yeah. Just a simple towel. It can be smaller than mine. It doesn't have to be this big. This is what I found. We're going to take our hands wide on the towel. Our feet are going to be a little wider than hip distance. So let me turn a little bit so you can see what we're doing. Standing up nice and tall. We're going to take the towel down, same hand, same foot, and we're going to windmill to the other side, and we're going to bring it up and pull like a slingshot, and then come back down, same hand, same foot, windmill down, bring it up. Oh yeah, there you go. Whew. It's nice to go very slow in this rotation, feeling it through the torso, the arms, the legs. Love this one too. One more time down. Roll it. Windmill. Up. And pull back. Very good. Standing up nice and tall. We're going to take our towel and take it behind our head a little bit. Don't go too far. Just holding the stretch. Breathe. Good. I'm going to set the towel back down on the floor. We're going to come back to our mat. We're going to work on balance a little bit. Our favorite thing to work on, isn't it? We're going to take a heel to a toe, and we're going to push our thighs against one another, standing up nice and tall. Palms are up. So I personally have my right foot center in front, and I'm going to rotate to the right, bringing my right hand back. Little twist here, holding. Coming back to the front and lower down. You don't have to stay there forever, okay? This time I'm going to take my left foot in front to my right toe. Arms come back up. My left hand's going to come behind me, and I'm going to look down at my right in the front. Nice little twist here, of course, nice and strong. Windmill turn. There you go. And arms come down. If you lack balance, it's a practice. So keep trying this particular move to gain some balance, okay? So let's come to our mat. We're going to have a seat. We're going to sit down. Our feet are going to be extended in front of us. You can take the towel and wrap it around the bottoms of the feet if you need to. You can leave it here beside you. So this is called a staff position. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Arms are coming out to the side. We're going to inhale, lift, and we're going to exhale, fold all the way down. Now, if you need your towel to grab onto to pull your chest a little closer, or if you can just grab your feet, that's fine. Don't force yourself down. Hold it where it's comfortable. Breathe into the stretch. Let the hands drop to the floor and roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders come back over the hips. Nice. Arms come out to the side. Let's do it again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. So every time you do this, you warm up the body a little more. You might be able to get a little deeper. Chin is on the chest. Hands drop to the floor and roll it up. Very nice. Let's take our towel and set it beside us. I'm going to take the bottoms of my feet together, let the knees fall off to the side. You can cup your hands on your feet, or you can hold your ankles. You're going to take your elbows into the inner thighs, sitting up nice and tall, and give a gentle push, opening up the inside of those legs. There you go. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Now, we're going to take one foot to the opposite hip, okay? I pulled it underneath. I'm going to take this other leg and I'm going to grab my leg like it's a baby and we're going to rock it. We're going to open the hip and then we're going to take it across. We're going to open the hip and take it across. Be gentle. Like I said, it's like you're holding a baby. You're rocking that hip, opening, closing, opening, and closing. Nice. Put that foot down in front of that ankle. Pull that leg in tight. We're going to take the opposite hand to wrap it around that knee that you were cradling. Take the other hand behind you to sit up nice and tall. Sit up nice and tall. That's going to pull the chest a little closer to that leg. And then we're going to twist. We're going to twist to the side of the knee that's bent, and we're going to rotate. Bring it back to center. Nice. And we're going to take that other leg up. We're going to work on the other side. So we're going to pull the bent knee to the hip, the opposite hip. And we're going to cradle this leg like a baby. These are great hip openers. So we're just going to rock gently side to side. You might be able to go far. You might not be able to. You might be restricted in that motion. But this is a good hip opener. Now, be kind to your body. There you go. One more time. All right. Now set that foot down in front of the ankle on the bent leg that's down here. Opposite hand to the bent knee. Wrap it around. Take this hand behind you. Sit up nice and tall before you go anywhere else. Okay? And then you're going to twist to the same side of that bent knee. Don't force it. Be comfortable with your twist. And bring it back to the front. Nice, nice. So we're going to come to the center of our mat. Take my legs, my feet down to the end of the mat. And I'm going to lay down here on the floor. Oh, feels good. Take a moment, scan your body a little bit, see how you're feeling. Pay attention to how you feel. We're going to pull one of the knees into the chest. We're going to hug it gently, just below the kneecap. My extended leg, my foot's pulling back, my toes are pulling back, which means my leg's engaged. This one here, I'm hugging into me. I'm not pulling too hard. Really a little bit of a stretch in the groin. Nice. And then send that heel down to the end of the mat and pull in the other leg. Again, grabbing just below the kneecap. You don't ever want to grab directly on a joint. Keep the extended leg, foot flexed, toes pulling back, hugging that leg in towards you, feeling that stretch in the groin, a little bit in the quad. Yeah, nice. Keep that extended leg actively engaged. We're going to set this foot on the floor. And we're going to pull this ankle onto the knee. I'm going to reach over and grab my towel again, and I'm going to wrap it around the bottom of my foot, and then I'm going to extend that leg up towards the ceiling. Now, I'm going to try to drive my heel up towards the ceiling, and you're not going to see it very well because it's wrapped in the towel. So I'm going to drive my heel up. I'm going to try to get my elbows down towards the floor, wherever they land. And I'm going to gently pull this leg towards me, just to deepen the stretch a little bit. I'm going to hold it here, get a good stretch through my hamstring, my calf, my Achilles. And if you want to take it a little deeper, you can slide this bent leg, take that foot down to the end of the mat, and it's going to open up the groin a little more, deepen the stretch of the hamstring. It's up to you. Let's bend that knee one more time. Bring it back in. I'm going to take my ankle down to that knee, and I'm going to take the beach towel off. I'm going to take my arms out shoulder high. I'm going to keep this knee pushing away from me on the one on top. And I'm going to lower that foot so it comes flat to the floor. My kneecap's facing the ceiling. My shoulders are down on the floor. My chest and my eyes are trying to square towards the ceiling. Really opening up my hips. Stretching out my lower back a little bit. Nice. And then bring those legs back up center. Very nice. We're going to put this foot back on the floor. Let's work the other side. We're going to take this ankle and put it on the knee on top. We're going to reach for our towel or tie. Your husband has a necktie in the closet. That works too. Wrap it around the bottom of your foot. Extend that leg up. Once you get it up, draw through your heel. Try to drop your toes down. Pull that leg gently towards you, feeling that stretch through the back of the leg. Nice. Don't force it. You don't ever want to force a stretch. Let the heels slide down to the end of the mat if you need to deepen that stretch. There you go. Now, as you start to open, you might feel like you can pull back a little bit more. If you want to, go ahead. Go ahead and bend that extended leg on the floor. We're going to take that ankle back down to that knee and take that towel off. And put it beside you again. Arms come out shoulder high. I'm going to let this knee that's on top float away. Palms are down. I'm going to drop that foot the opposite direction down to the floor so the foot's flat. My knees pointed at the ceiling. My shoulders are down on the floor. My chest and eyes are square to the ceiling. Nice deep twist here through the torso. Breathe into the stretch. Bring those legs back up center. Nice. And go ahead and put that foot on the floor. Arms are going to come down a little closer to the body. Palms are down on the floor. You're going to tuck those shoulder blades. We're going to walk our feet out so they're about as wide as your mat is. So feet are wide. We're going to lower both knees one direction, dropping them down. Feeling that stretch, the opposite hip flexor. Shoulder blades stay tucked if you can. Down on the floor. Palms are down. Nice. Take those knees back up center and lower the knees down the other direction, stretching out that hip flexor. Nice little twist here. Bring it back up center one more time, each direction. Lower it down. Again, keep that breath nice and even if you can. Back up center, and one more time, other direction, lower the knees. And back up center, very nice. Toe heel your feet in. Nice. We're going to pull one of the knees into the chest. Hug it in right below the kneecap. Remember, we never want to grab directly on that kneecap. We're going to extend the other foot all the way down to the end of the mat. Now, the knee I have in my chest, I'm going to take the same arm on the same side. I'm going to extend it overhead on the floor. Opposite hand comes to the opposite knee. And I'm not putting the knee on the same side, but I'm going to pull it across all the way to the floor, rolling my hips, extending through my fingertips, Oh yeah. And we're going to stretch out the outside of that hip, the lower back, the obliques. Wonderful stretch. Lots of muscles here. Now that arm that's extended overhead, I want you to bring it down to the hip and then roll yourself back center safely. Put that foot down on the floor. Let's hug the other knee in. Again, never grabbing directly on the kneecap, but right below the knee. Extending that foot out in front of you. Now, whatever knee I have in, I'm taking the same hand. I'm extending it overhead. Big long reach here. Opposite hand is on the opposite knee. And I'm not going to the side that that knee is on, but I'm going to take it across all the way to the floor with a deep twist, lowering it to the floor, extending through the fingertips. Bring that arm back down and roll it back to center. And go ahead and put that foot down on the floor. Walk both feet in. We're going to take our hands below the knees. And we're just going to rock side to side, kind of massaging your own back. You can make small circles here. You can switch and go the other way. Or just rock it side to side. Now let's rock forward and back, and we're going to start to make it bigger. Oh, until we pop ourselves up. Very nice. Cross your legs in front of you, hands on your kneecaps. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders over hips. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, tuck that chin in the chest, hollow out the abdominals, rounding through the upper back. When you're ready to take a breath in, pull yourself forward again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, pull it back center. Whew, awesome. That was wonderful. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Look for more classes to be posted. I really enjoyed this. I hope you did. Pull it out whenever you need a good stretch. Thank you so much for joining me today.